Good morning, beautiful souls. Welcome to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Infinity, and this is Magnetize Yourself, where we talk about life, love, spirituality, and of course, the law of attraction. If you are new to this channel, then welcome. Thank you for stopping by. And if you would like me to channel specifically for you and your situation in this reading, be sure that you are subscribed to this channel. By subscribing, this does allow me to pick up more easily on your energy and the energy of any situation that could be relevant in your life at this time. Now, with all of that being said, I do channel many different messages, groups of people, sometimes specific details like names, numbers, time frames, etc. So always be sure to use your own intuition above all else and only take what resonates with you personally. So let's go ahead and get started. Right away, the word fox came out from the love word scramble. This is just a tool I use to channel specific words that might connect with certain individuals in unique and personal ways. So let me go ahead and pull a few cards to get us started. What does our beautiful collective need to know right now? Sixth chakra in the reverse position. I'm hearing that there could be something you are having difficulty seeing clearly at this time, either consciously or unconsciously. I'm getting something about India for someone as well. So also the number 4040 came out. You might also be seeing the number 444. I want to know what someone here is having difficulty seeing clearly. How something is going to come into being fully in the physical world with blossoming abundance reversed. And I'm getting a message from your spirit guides right away saying the intentions that you've planted for this thing, because I do feel this is something you strongly desire in your heart and soul, whether it's a connection, whether it's a dream. You can see the end result. You can see what you want, the outcome. But there is all of this uncertainty as to how you are going to get from point A to point Z, how you are going to reach that outcome. And I feel your spirit guide saying the reason you don't know how, for some reason I'm seeing a bridge for someone, let me know if that's relevant. The reason you don't know how you're going to get from here to there is because you aren't meant to know. In the same way you aren't meant to know how a seed planted in the earth is going to multiply itself millions of times over at the cellular level to grow into something you can visibly see above the surface. So you might be a feminine energy who has recently gone through some kind of loss or heartbreak in your life with the broken heart card and the thinking woman card. And whatever the situation is, I feel this is something you've been really stuck in your head about. With adjacent possibilities upright, the energy I'm getting is from this heartbreak situation, whoever I'm speaking to here, it's as though you felt very sure about something, someone, some relationship in love or connection that ended up causing you a lot of pain or heartbreak. You're very in your head about this. I'm seeing dark curly hair for someone for some reason. You're very in your head about this. I see someone just analyzing it, over-analyzing it, playing it back in their minds. You might be journaling about this situation, trying to work your way through it. This could just be your brain kind of spiraling through it. Some of you could be speaking to a counselor, a therapist about this situation, or just people who kind of act as that role of someone you can vent emotions to, similar to a therapist, but someone in your personal life, like a sibling, a friend. I'm getting a very sisterly vibe from someone you may have been speaking to about this heartbreak situation. So this could be a sister or a very good feminine friend who feels as close as a sister. And the energy I'm getting here is something you felt very set on has now altered its course. And in the altering of that course, it brought you a lot of heartbreak, but also, and what I feel is difficult to see is that through this situation of heartbreak, many doors are actually beginning to open for you. I'm getting goosebumps all over. I also keep hearing the name Teresa for someone, but I don't know who that's for. With the attachment card upright, oh, that also could be like Mother Teresa. So symbolically, you could be someone who has a very spiritual, compassionate, generous spirit, and also a very powerful spiritual energy around you. I'm getting that you've had since childhood. Whoever I'm picking up on here, you were someone that even adults in your family would go to for advice because you've always had a wisdom far beyond your years, even when you were very young. But at the moment, with the attachment card upright, there's something in love that you have found yourself very much attached to in a way that is causing you a lot of, I just keep seeing circles, cycles, spirals of pain. And I want to know more about the truth of what this divine feminine isn't seeing. The garden and the gate reversed. And I'm actually going to read a little bit about this card here from the guidebook. The happy choice to open the door to a more spiritual pursuit. You may have been focused on worldly issues before, but your readiness to go deeper is there. You can bring this wonderful spiritual focus to any endeavor. When you do, you'll find that beyond your garden, the universe is willing to fill your life with beauty and joy. Expect the unexpected, for joyous synchronicity abounds. Wow. So what I'm getting from the guidebook message for this card is that someone here is almost focused on something in the past that has caused them to feel a lot of pain, to kind of cycle through this heartbreak. But what they're not seeing with the garden and the gate reversed is the door is open and waiting for you to walk through it in your life. And in fact, the message that kept coming through as I've been meditating the last few days is your pain is an initiation into great power. And I know that message is not something I have come up with. It comes from somewhere. I just don't remember where I got it from initially, but it kept resurfacing because this was meant to come out for you in this reading, Divine Feminine. You are meant to know that if you've been in a situation where you felt great pain, great struggle, great heartbreak, especially in connection with love, know that I'm hearing this experience has awakened you to a more profound degree. At a spiritual level, it has opened you up in a really powerful way. And now you are being guided to take that initiation, that activation, and really go with the flow of it, to allow yourself to expand into everything you were ever destined to be that is now open to you because of these experiences that the human self is reflecting on, overanalyzing, remembering as very painful. I just keep hearing this connection activated you. I strongly feel for many of you, this could have been a twin flame situation just because of the profound spiritual effect this situation of pain or heartbreak seemed to have on you at a really, really deep level. With rest and rejuvenation reversed, your sleeping patterns may have been disrupted recently. And a card just flew out here. Envy in the reverse position. I'm hearing that you are learning how to no longer seek for anything outside of yourself. You are realizing just how powerful you've been all along, and you are reclaiming that power. Even bringing up earlier in the reading when we spoke about how you may have been a child who other adults saw as older than you were or more mature, and this was because of a deep spiritual maturity within you. The reason this was brought up is to remind you that you've always carried this immense spiritual power, this depth about you, that is because you are a very ancient and powerful soul. And I heard gave that power away. So also the name Ellen or Ella came out here. So you may have been someone who gave your power away to masculine figures in your life in the past. I'm hearing they made you forget your power. But one came in and activated you. And that may have been this situation of heartbreak that we spoke on earlier. This, for some of you, a twin flame situation. And now you remember. Now you remember your true power, who you came here to be at a subconscious level. That remembering has happened, but the human mind here is still holding you back to some degree because it has a tendency to overthink, to overanalyze, to look back on the past and wonder, what if I had done this or that differently? Nothing could have really happened differently because it wasn't meant to. Because every cycle of pain, every cycle of heartbreak, all of the confusion, everything you experienced served a purpose. And again, that purpose was and is to activate you to this next level of existence. The World card reversed. There's almost this energy of it being time for you to move forward into a new phase of your life, but there is this resistance at times. Again, the human mind kind of wanting to step in and cause you to overanalyze and hold you back to some degree artificially from really, truly, fully stepping into this next phase, this next level of your existence that has already been opened to you. Wow, very powerful messages coming through now. In the extended version of the reading on Patreon, I will be channeling more information on what these cycles of heartbreak may have been for you and how they've actually activated you to this next level, as well as how the human mind, the ego self here, may be attempting to hold you back from rising into everything you are destined to become through these anxieties, with the anxiety card coming out, through these worries. So all of that extended information is on Patreon. If you would like to join our beautiful soul tribe on Patreon, the link to that is in the pinned comments and description box under this video. I'm seeing something about earrings or jewelry for someone here, but also someone in a lot of worry, a lot of anxiety. There are fears coming to the surface. I'm especially feeling that this intensified around the point of the new moon, which I believe peaked on Saturday as of when I am recording this reading. So I'm also seeing something about storms. It might be stormy where you live or stormy within you. Metaphorically, you may feel as though you are going through some kind of internal conflict that feels like a storm. Because with Door to Romance reversed, this card kind of flew out of the deck here. Because of the way in which something has felt closed or blocked in love or felt confusing in love recently. So I'm going to go ahead and reshuffle the cards here. The word feathers came out, so someone might be seeing a lot of feathers as a sign, but also I'm getting something about the month of December here. So that could be someone's birth month or a month that was significant in someone's connection here. I'm also hearing Sagittarius. Who is this Sagittarius or someone with Sagittarius energy or fire sign energy? Something about the month of December. Who is this person? Let's get some information for whoever this is for. Okay, well, very clear message coming out here. Sorry, it took me a second to get this card, but once I did flip this card over, of course, it is the Yin Yang card, my number one twin flame card in the deck. So, of course, only you can know personally whether or not this person is a twin flame, but this is a very strong indicator of twin flame connection. And with anxiety upright, I see that this person has been in a state of worry or distress, and that you've actually been picking up on their worry. This person feels like their life is really going wrong. I'm getting a lot of masculine energy again. This person may or may not be a Sagittarius, have Sagittarius energy in their birth charts, or they could just be in a very fiery, passionate kind of headspace right now about something. So I know that was kind of vague. Don't worry, we will get more specific, but I want to let the cards speak for themselves here. This person has been in a state of distress. I'm hearing SOS signal. It's almost like, so spiritually, whether or not this is a twin flame, you are intensely connected to this other soul. I feel it may have been a long time since you've spoken in the physical world, or you might not be in frequent contact physically, but you always have this, I'm hearing inactive line, this line of communication between you telepathically, spiritually, and I'm calling it inactive because for many of you, it may have felt as though this person had actually exited your energy field. It may have felt as though you weren't as connected to this person. Maybe you didn't feel them, you didn't sense them telepathically for a long time. But then what Spirit is saying here is, the thing about this connection is, the line never goes away. The line of communication between you telepathically is always strong and clear and present. It's just that sometimes it is rendered inactive, meaning at certain times, neither of you may be pulling on this string, this invisible string that connects you, so to speak. But when one of you does, it really affects the other. But it happens sometimes unconsciously. So I feel that you, Divine Feminine, may have found yourself feeling a bit distressed in conflict lately, but actually it is this person, this masculine here, who is sending out this unconscious SOS signal to you as a soul, almost like sending you a message, except I don't think they're doing it intentionally, because I don't believe that this person is nearly as spiritual as you are. They may not even believe in the concept of twin flames, or I'm hearing believe in that spiritual woo-woo stuff. So that's possibly how this person would consider it. There's also something about the month of November potentially coming out here for someone. But what I'm getting from this person is you have a strong spiritual bond to them, and they are sending you a lot of energy, which you've been picking up on mostly unconsciously, in feelings of anxiety and feelings of being unsettled. Although some of this may have broken through into the conscious mind as well. You may have found yourself wondering about this person, potentially wanting to reach out after not reaching out in a while. And again, all of this could be because whoever I'm speaking to, which again could just be a small group here, but this person is really pulling on you. So the reason this person is feeling this distress, quite in general, I feel this masculine saying with cornucopia reversed, everything in my life feels like it's going wrong. So I want to know what this person feels like is going wrong in their life. What does this person feel like is going wrong in their life? Talking, but it came out in the reverse position. So what if reversed? Divine Feminine reversed. Wow, okay. Feeling really disconnected from you, Divine Feminine, feeling pain but trying to shove it down with wounded reversed. I see this person for some reason. I see someone in like a suit, so this person may work in some kind of a corporate position or be doing something where they have to dress up. That won't be for everyone. This person is feeling very disconnected from their inner Divine Feminine. I feel that they've had to shove down some of their emotions to cope with a current life circumstance or situation that is ongoing, that requires of them to be focused, to be emotionally, quote unquote, stable, to be undistracted. And so, again, this could be a job that this person is involved with that requires this of them. This could be life circumstances. This might be a relationship or a marriage that they're in that is requiring them to shove down their true emotions to make things work with the family. I'm hearing for some of them, they may feel as though they can't be open with their family about their true feelings and emotions. So take whatever resonates. Many different masculines are coming through here for different people. But what I'm getting is, although this person is trying to shove down those feelings, which is disconnecting them from that inner emotionality, that inner Divine Feminine, I'm hearing late at night they find themselves thinking of you. I'm hearing that they are feeling a lot of angst around the fact that you and them either are not talking in the physical world or are not communicating as much as they would like. But I also see this person like with their mouth closed really tight, symbolically telling me that they may not be willing to open up to you right now in the 3D. And yet the conflicting feeling here is they are actually feeling frustrated that you're not talking, but they're not willing to fully open up, and on this strange cycle goes. But with what if reversed, it's almost like this person wants to connect with you, but they won't. I'm hearing them say, I can't let myself go there. I can't let my mind go there. Why can't this person let their mind go to thinking of connecting with you more? Oh, with solar plexus chakra reversed, because this person is lacking the confidence in themselves. I hear this person specifically saying, what do I have to offer you? What could I possibly offer you? Because of my current state of being, because of my current circumstances, I only want to add to your life. I don't want to detract or distract from it. And I see you as this angel of strength, upright, and I'm very focused on you energetically, emotionally. But at the same time, I feel like the time isn't right with patience reversed, but for this person, it may seem like the time is never right because it's not about timing. It's about the fact that they are very unhappy with their current self in the physical world and their current life circumstances. And they see you as very powerful, very self-sufficient, very independent, someone who is really going after their dreams, their goals in life. This person admires that about you and feels inspired by that, but they haven't really been moved into true inspired action in their own life. So it's almost like they are painfully aware of the fact that there is so much more that they could be, that they could become, but they haven't accessed it yet. They see you as that ideal person at the end of their story, is what I hear this person saying. It's like, once I do achieve all those goals and dreams, once I become that best version of myself, then I would be ready. That's how their human ego self thinks, but their soul is urging them forward regardless of whether they feel ready or not. Wow. And because this person is so focused on you, Divine Feminine, I feel like they may have specific messages that they want to say. So in the extended version of the reading, I will be channeling specifics on this masculine coming through, what they want to say to you at this time, Divine Feminine, what they're feeling so anxious about, specifically in regards to your connection. But once again, another twin flame card with Magician and the Mirror reversed, speaking to the balance between the Divine Masculine and Divine Feminine. So what I'm really getting from this card is a lot of interaction spiritually between the the higher self divine masculine, the spiritual divine masculine, and the higher self divine feminine. So although there may not be a great deal of conscious interaction between you and this person, I'm seeing quite a bit of energetic interaction, a lot of telepathic, spiritual interaction, whether that is conscious to you or whether it's something you're unconsciously feeling in the form of picking up on this person's angst, picking up on their worries, their anxieties, their emotions, etc. So again, we will be diving deeper into that in the extended. But for now, I do want to close this reading with a final Rumi Oracle card. So what is one final message for those who are tuning in to this reading? Arise. And this is the number 13 card. So I am going to be channeling a message from the guidebook here. For some reason, there's something about that number 13 standing out here right away. You might be seeing a lot of the numbers 13, 13, or 31, 31. Also, the message coming through is 13 by some is considered an extremely lucky number, and by others is considered an extremely unlucky number. It kind of has that wheel of fortune energy, a time of chance that could really go either direction. But what I see is this almost speaking to your spiritual connection that was coming through in this reading as being something, again, that could be considered the luckiest or the unluckiest thing that ever happened to you, depending on how you are perceiving it. The ego might see this as the unluckiest thing at times because of how much pain or cycles of heartbreak it may have caused for you, whereas the soul might see it as the luckiest thing because of the way in which it broke you open to being able to access this higher level of your own existence, of your own self, how it spiritually awakened you. So let's read from the guidebook here. Wings of hope languish from lack of use. When wings dissipate and weaken, life begins to lose its value. Every cell in your body is created to rise to challenges. Your life is meant to confront everything that holds you captive. Don't sit at the bottom of the well, not caring about salvation. Listen to the voice within calling to you. Reach for eminence beyond your own maturity. Rumi. And the guidebook also says, I'm laughing because I already see the word mirror is going to come up here, which of course we think of twin flames as being mirrors. So once again, this could be a twin flame connection. If you were to look up, you would see that I am a mirror of your own being, your light, your heart, your spirit, your all. Yes, there is pain. Yes, there is a letting go taking place, and you are frightened and uncertain sometimes. But you make this mean something that it does not. It means that you are to turn your head away from what is dying. Do this gently but firmly. Turn your head toward what is living. And the guidebook here also says, you are being asked to trust, to gently lay to rest the suffering that has been, perhaps because of what you have labeled as the failure, the doubt, the losses, and setbacks. They are so little in the greater scheme of you. Put them aside. Allow them to rot and become fertilizer for life, but do not try to keep them alive beyond their earthly expiry dates, lest you become tainted or poisoned by the rots. Let them go and instead focus on what is alive now. Can you sense that before you is a great being of light, a greater pathway opening up? This is truth, blazing angel. This is truth. Take the step. So easy it is when the light of the heart is felt within, reminding you of your own divine nature. All serves that sacred purpose, so embrace it. Find your faith. Be at peace. Know that no matter what appears to be, all is well. Thank you so much for tuning in to this reading. I really hope something here connected with you. I do feel that specifically and especially in this reading, it felt like I was channeling maybe a smaller subset of our soul tribe here. So only take what connects with you personally and intuitively. But if you did get anything from this reading, I would love to hear from you in the comments under this video. And of course, if you would like to go deeper into what came up during this reading, more information on what is included in the extended reading, as well as a link to access it, is in the pinned comments and description box under the video. I am wishing you the most beautiful start to your week, and I will talk to you again in Wednesday's reading.